joining PTI,
Thank you.
for giving an interview on your latest launch, Makkal Medai. Ma'am, you have envisioned Makkal Medai as a non-political ecosystem, structured similarly to a traditional Gram Sabha. How do you plan to escalate this decentralized model across urban and rural Tamil Nadu effectively without turning it to a rigid bureaucratic system?
Makkal Medai is all about commitment and love for every citizen towards their country, towards their state, towards the place of their living. Because we come from a very glorious country that taught us and that had deep wisdom, great social infrastructure, deep values that were passed on to us, great cultural heritage, and there was a sense of a safe community pattern, a safe society pattern, and people were always there for each other. But today we find that we have isolated lives, and I think technology and modernization has taken away from reality and nature. So, in order to bring back a little bit of that culture of our ancient country and its glorious atmosphere, environment, safety, preserving our arts, our crafts, in every locality there's something special. In every region there's something to be cherished and nourished. Our farmers, our cottage industries, our hand skills, our vendors, our merchants have all got to, come up in a way bigger than what they are today. Today we are very much, invaded by Western malls and Western ideologies. But still today, I think what will we be passing on to our children? Like we experience the wisdom and values of our ancestors, at least up to a certain point. But we have to stop and think what is the kind of society or country or state or the environment that we are passing on to our next generation. We have to deeply think about it. So we came up, Makkal Medai is all about how well can I participate, how good can I be to my state, how good can I be to my country, and come together in order to put all these good skills, energies, expertise, everything together for the benefit of the people.
Ma'am, one of your stated goals is that to bring this to identify and groom local leaders, like grassroots leaders from across all spheres of life, be it like including the teachers, the retired officials, or like what sort of specific training that Makkal Medai would be giving to these people to make them effective into a community leaders?
See, I think India had great, management skills in each person. We had grandmothers who could manage their locality beautifully, their homes beautifully. We had housewives, we had teachers, we had lawyers. Everybody was participating in the basic local governance as a society. So what we would be doing is to get all these expertise. That's what we are saying, coming together. How do we groom local leaders? How do they participate in the general welfare of the community, in the society? This isolated feeling should go, and everybody should start feeling and responding. That is very, very important. That whatever we do is for our country, for our state, and what we're going is for the welfare of the general public. So we will be having programs where counseling is also going to be very important, especially for students and for suicide prevention and for motivation. All this will become very important through the Makkal Medai families in each location. So there will be a council, there will be a committee, there will be a place to go to. There should be a direction for people. They should have a place to go to. So that would be Makkal Medai.
Tamil Nadu is now experiencing a political churn, and any major movement, any public movement, immediately it is associated with some sort of a political movement as such. Though Makkal Medai was started way ahead of whatever the movements that are happening now, and we have covered the launch as well of this Makkal Medai earlier in March as well. But what will be your response to all these linkages that's been going on? Because on social media also, many of them are connecting this particular movement with the movement of Mr. Annamalai, who had announced that there will be a public movement as well. And there are connections that this movement, they both will be coming together. Lots of theories are floating around. What is your response?
This is exactly what I said, that we have to learn a lot from our ancient India and ancestors. There's a great value structure that has been passed on to us, where we focus on all the positive work, the good work that we continue to do. The kind of addiction people have to social media and the influence of the social media has become very negative, toxic, and we don't find anybody coming out of that to analyze, to think, to have. So that is why we think leadership is important. Because we've had great leaders who fought great difficult situations. We've had people in the public working who have faced very difficult situations. So difficult situations and are very much a part of public work. So we go ahead and do what we are doing for years together, and we keep on structuring ourselves every year and every way we go forward, how to make this particular moment very effective, very successful, and very strong. And that's what we've been doing. We did not plan anything on that this should happen on this particular date or this should clash with something. No, not at all. We welcome everybody's good work. We continue to do our good work. And we as a movement are working with everybody. It's not just one person. Anybody can work with us in any governing body, any NGO, anybody can work with us. So I think we have to set aside, be very strong, and the problem is they get into areas which can really trouble and disturb people. That should not be the pulse. They should analyze what is happening, what we are doing, and as you know, you've all attended that for years together, Daya Foundation, Bharat Seva, and Bharat Market, Makkal Medai has all been coming one after the other. And so we are going organically forward. So we'd like to set aside all the negativity and toxicity and request people to follow us in our website, in our YouTube, in our work, and then be with us.
Mr. Rajinikanth has always been a supportive figure for you in whatever the women's and the organizational efforts that you have been put into. What has been his sort of an encouragement, particularly when it comes to Matram Foundation? Because he has also been running Rajini Makkal, which from a fan organization it turned to a welfare organization, doing a lot of social work as well. What has been any sort of an input that he has given to make sure that this goes across the state, doing welfare, more people are joining this particular movement?
He's always had a great dream for the state, for how it should be, how people should be helped. And he continues to do it through his foundation and our family. And we're all together in the welfare of the people. So I share everything, I discuss, and I also tell him that it is very important that this is the work we are doing and how we are going forward. And as I always tell you, without the motivation and support of family members and people near you, your friends, your society, no good venture can move forward. So everyone, a neighbor, a friend, a well-wisher, a teacher, somebody from far away. For me, Tamil Nadu is like a big family. The love they have given us is like an extended family. That's what I tell people when I meet them. So for me, it's an extended family. So we need the love and the strength and the motivation of each and every one in order to give back something to the society. So they are all with me and do support. And I greatly thank him for all the support that he has extended to me in terms of the value of the work that is being done. Yes.
My last question, ma'am. A year from now on, what are the objectives or a milestone that you plan to achieve through this from Makkal Medai? Any sort of a target that you have in your mind that we need to secure this?
Yes, we would like to reach every village, every hamlet, every place where somebody can get in touch with us. We need the connectivity, we need the reachability, and we need to have our committees and councils everywhere so that any person, anybody who wishes to get in touch for a direction, for something to be told, for something to happen in their village, and to preserve something that is important for the state. It could be a landmark, it could be a fort, it could be history, it could be mythology, it could be anything. It could be a region, it could be a farming land that has a great meaning. So it could be anything to preserve, to conserve, and to nourish, to cherish, put it all together as a positive, welfare of a region. Anybody should get in touch with us. So this is what I call it's like a whole family. The whole Tamil Nadu should come together as a family, and in each region, unless we start caring for each other and have empathy, and unless we start putting our energies together, the society is not going to be easy to manage with all the exposure that you have today through social media and to the world scenario. It's not going to be easy. It's more important what our children don't take in rather than what they take in today. It's very difficult to to administer and find out what is happening in the minds of youngsters today. So we all have to be together for the welfare of each other, be there as a society to protect each other and see how best we can go forward. And yeah, that's, I think.